Are we live? Just a sec, I'll check. Are we live? Yes, we are live. Alright. Okay. Okay, fine. So hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. If you are new to my stream, my name is Abhishek Sharma and I'm trying to learn advanced backend and system design, and this is day 15 of that. So if you enjoyed the stream, do consider subscribing to this channel and drop a like. So let's get started now. Hello Loki Valo, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? Okay, so e-commerce, right? Okay, fine. First PG admin. Loki Wal, how was your day? My day was fine. It was not that great. It was okayish, I would say. How was your day? Okay, it is loading. So for this one, hold on. So I can say that the user part is done, category part is done, product part is done, order part is done, and order items part is done, right? Now I need to get address part. I need to get the address. We have to work on the address today. Loki Walo, good. That's nice. Okay. And also this one. And am I audible or not? Good. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm audible. Okay. Anish Sharma. Hi, bhaiya. Hello, Anish. Welcome back to the stream. How are you? Okay, fine. Close this. Close this. Close this. Order. And okay. Satyam Bhosle. Hey, bro. What's up? Hello, Satyam. Welcome back to the stream, brother. Everything is fine. Today we are working on the address module. Basically, we worked on user, category, product, order, and order items. Now we are working on the address part. So that's what we are doing today. Okay, so first let's clear this cd backend, and also I need to go into npm run dev. Okay, Mayur. Hello Mayur, welcome to the stream. पोस्टमैन क्यों यूज करते हो? थंडर क्लाइंट है ना. एक्चुअली मेरे को VS Code, I like to keep VS Code as simple as possible, and I've been using Postman for quite a long time now, so I'm familiar with it more. Okay, Satyam, once address is done, then it's done. No, actually, then once address is done, then we will be stepping into the phase 3, where we'll be implementing rate limiting. Yeah, we'll be implementing rate limiting, caching, and also pagination. So yeah, like if we follow the curriculum according to the curriculum that I'm following, just a sec, I'll show you the curriculum. Hold on. So according to that curriculum, where is it? Yeah, according to this curriculum, we are in the phase 2 right now. So in phase 3, like we'll be working on the e-commerce only, this e-commerce only, but we'll be implementing caching, rate limiting, and pagination. Fine. Phase. So after phase 2, we have to get into phase 3. Okay, fine. Okay, src modules. Let's make this address module. Address का spelling double D or single D? Hold on. Spelling of address. Spelling of address. ADDRESS. Okay. So here we'll have a new module as ADDRESS. Address. Okay. So first let's create the address.controller.ts. Faster type. Try TypeScript 7 native preview. Let's install it. Okay. Fakes34. Welcome to the stream, Fakes34. Day 169 of telling Abhishek to schedule his stream before the stream. Okay, I'll be doing that. Satya Bhosle. I used to love FE, but as I transitioned to BE, now I kind of hate FE. Welcome to the club, brother. Welcome to the club. That's what how I feel as well. Once you get into backend, then actually front end stops making sense to you because front end is actually fairly simple if you compare it to backend, right? So yeah, we have address, then we have address dot schema dot ts, address dot service dot ts, address dot inter, address dot interface dot ts, and schema we have to rename it a double d, okay. Address a double d controller interface repository, address dot repository dot interface repository dot ts. Okay, fine, we have this. Satyam Bose, yeah, like thanks to Chat-CN, otherwise imagine how much headache FE has. Actually, not that much. If you are good in CSS, then it's not so difficult. प्रवीण सिंह, हेलो प्रवीण, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. हेलो ब्रदर, कैसे हो, कैसा चल रहा है आज है आपका प्रोजेक्ट? सब सही चल रहा है प्रवीण. आज टुडे वी आर वर्किंग ऑन द एड्रेस मॉड्यूल. ओके, सो फॉर एड्रेस व्हाट वी नीड, create an address, edit address, right, and get a user can have multiple addresses, right? So a user can have multiple addresses. Hold on, yeah, user can have multiple addresses. Okay, user, yep, a user can have multiple addresses. Okay, so first export const also address route, also we need address dot route dot ts. Fine. Satyam, it's not about difficulty, but imagine designing some button instead of shipping the new. Yeah, that I agree. That I agree. What about the address types like work, home, or giving some title to the address? Yeah, that also we can do. In address, we can have a title as well. Type. Okay, yeah, that's a good suggestion. So in address here, we have this, and we can give it a type as well. Let's give address a type. Address type, and this will be string, and yeah, address type. Okay, address type, hold on, address type, and this is required. Yes, it is required. So yeah, this we can do. Close this, hold on. If I go to address table today, now if I go to address table, address table, if I go here, what we have? Okay, address line 2. Okay, just a sec. Address line 2 is optional. Very good. City, state, pin code. Okay, fine. We have this. Satyam Bhosle, I guess types would be an enum, but title would be better. Like suppose user wants the shipment at his or uncle's place. Yeah. Macdon 50, Macdon. Welcome to the stream, Macdon. Day 15 of learning advanced backend. Yup. Okay. Yeah, that's actually, usually we go for that only, where a user can select where they want to ship the address, ship the order. Like we can work on that as well. Okay. First npm run db migrate run db generate and anything else. Okay, fine. npm run dev. Okay. Nick Thenix, welcome to the stream, Nick Thenix. Hey, I am building an collaborative interactive interview IDE along with WebSockets. I have been building by asking AI the code and then coding the same. Should I continue or should I change the building strategy? Actually, you are going on the right track. You are asking AI to help you, and you are understanding the code, and then you are implementing it. So I think that's the right way, where you can actually leverage AI instead of fully getting dependent on AI to write the code. I think what you are doing is the right path. Satyam Bhosle. Bro, later I would recommend using the PNPM. It has some advantages. Read about Symlinks and good for system too. Yeah, man. Like lots of people were suggesting me to go for PNPM. Okay. Okay, Magda, have you ever been to 629? No, I have not been there. Frakes 34. After learning backend, CSS seems too simple क्योंकि FE में logic नहीं बस design दिखता है. True. Okay, this is done. Now if I go here and refresh, we should see an address type. We have this, okay? Fine. So first let's create the address. Create address controller catch async request of type request response of type response. Okay, we got this. Then here we'll have who will create the address. A user will create the address, user ID, right? So we'll get the const user ID equals request dot user dot ID, and here we have const result equals Rakta Bhattacharya. Hey, so I started learning Gen AI. I'm developing a Dropbox clone. So yeah, I'm doing the right Dropbox clone. That's a good project. That's a good project. Satyam Bhosle. Basically, it installs the dependency once, and especially in monorepo setup. Suppose TS is used by both FE and BE. PNPM will give reference of the TS package rather than installing it twice. Okay, nice. Understood. फ्रेक्स 34. बाय द वे बंगाली में इलेक्शन के बाद क्या हाल है? सब बढ़िया, सब ठीक है. सत्यम भोसले प्लस इट्स वर्क स्पेस आर ऑल्सो गुड. ओके, नाइस. रक्ता भट्टाचार्य. सो वॉट हैव यू डन टिल नाउ? I was not active. Okay, so till now we have completed the user module, category, product, order, and order items. Right now we are working on the address module. Okay, so here we have await. Okay, before we go through this, I have to create address schema. Import from Zod. Export const create address schema equals z dot object. Okay, we have this z dot object create schema. Okay, so what are we taking? We are taking address type. We're taking address type of type z dot string, and hold on, address type z dot string, and this will be optional. This will be address type optional. Then we have address line 1, address line 1 z dot string, and this cannot be empty. Minimum 1 address line 1 cannot be empty, and this is not optional. Address line 2 z dot string, and this is optional. Okay, so address line 2 we have, then after address line 2 we have city. So city z dot string dot optional, actually minimum here, dot min city cannot be empty. Okay, we have city cannot be empty. Then after city, what we have? After city we have state. We have state z dot state. Here we have z dot string dot minimum state cannot be empty. State cannot be empty. State pin code, and pin code here is string. Okay, fine. We have pin code z dot string minimum, let's keep it 1 only. Pin code cannot be empty. Satyam, hey, any projects in future you will build? What do you think of pair programming or like a collaborative programming streams with your subs or members? I have not thought about it yet. Like maybe in future I'll do that, but I have not decided it yet. That's a good idea, but I'll think about it. We have pin code, then we have country. We have country z dot string, and country also cannot be empty. Country cannot be empty. Okay, we have country, and okay, that's it. And this will be dot strict. Okay, here we have export type create address DTO z dot infer type of create address schema. Okay, now we have this. Fine, so we got this. Then after that, address repository. Yep, so export class address. Before this I have to create the interface. Export interface I address repository, and here we have this, and before this create address data. We have this data, and this data will be create address DTO, and this will return a promise which will be address Prisma client. Okay, we have this. Now we'll go here, address repository, export class address repository, which implements this address address repository. Okay, we have this. Now we need to create this method, create address, and here we have data as well. Data create address DTO. Okay, we have to import it. Okay, OJJ, हाय भैया, कैसे हो? मैं बढ़िया. OJJ, आप कैसे हो? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. गेम समीर, ब्रो, field of entity and DTO should be same to convert DTO to entity and entity to DTO. What do you mean? Field of entity, and yeah, actually it is same only. If you see here, it is actually same, and if you go to here Prisma, the naming is same. Okay, why? Okay, node modules, close it. OJJ, okay, fine here. That's nice, OJJ. fine. We have this. Leo Das V. Hello, Leo Das. Welcome to the stream. If I do complete vibe code, but no essential production level app knowledge to build, will company hire? What do you think? See, you can do this to build projects, but company will only hire you if you can clear the interviews. So to clear the interviews, you have to know the code base really well. So even if you are vibe, you have the knowledge, you have the entire production grade knowledge, that's very good, and you are using vibe coding to build the project, that's fine. But when you go inside, when you go for the interviews, their interviewer will ask you questions related to what you have mentioned in resume. You should like your fundamentals should be very clear, and you should know the code base of your project really well. Only then you will be able to explain, right? Because if you don't understand the code base and you just wipe code, then you will not be able to crack the interview. So that's the thing. So vibe coding is fine, but I will still suggest you that before you get into complete vibe coding, just build one or two good level projects. That will help you a lot. So I hope this answer helps you. Okay, const created address equals await prisma dot address dot create data hold on create data. We also need to pass the user ID also, data and the user ID of type string, and here also we have user ID of type string. So in data we have data and user ID. Address type, okay, schema.prisma address type. I have not made it optional, that's why. Address type is not optional. Okay, so here we are doing this. Okay, fine. So what I can do is, here in the address type, let's not make this optional, it is required. Address repository, create address is not assignable to property. Okay, hold on, data, we are extracting the data, and hold on, what if I do this? Yeah, this is fine. And hold on, so after this we'll return the created address. Okay, fine. Shadow Gaming, hi bro. Hello Shadow Gaming, welcome to the stream. Satyam, bro, do you think if write the non-trivial parts of your code, that then it's easy to address it, where AI sometimes give more LOCs and we can't keep track of it? Yes, I agree to it. Either use AI to write the entire code base, then you don't have to understand, like you don't have to get deep into the code base. But if you do half, like half the code is written by AI and half the code is written by you, then it becomes very difficult to manage a clean code base. So we are getting this address repository. Now we have to create here address dot container dot ts. Then also I need address dot, okay, not this, address service export class. Just a sec. Okay, export class address service, and in constructor we are going to pass here private address repo of I address repository. Okay, now here we have async create address. Okay, listen 4412, welcome to the stream. Listen, hey, can you explain your project's overall design once, just rough and brief? Okay, I'll explain it, just give me a sec. MacDon, what are your favorite games? I like GTA 5, I like Red Dead Redemption, uh, I like NFS Most Wanted, I like GTA San Andreas, Vice City. Then I like which one? Delta Force. There's a game called Delta Force. I like that game. What else? I like Call of Duty games. These games I like. Shadow gaming. Bro, I also want to learn what prerequisites shall I need. Get into basics of backend with JavaScript. Even if you don't know TypeScript, that's fine. But get into basics of JavaScript. Understand a bit of Express.js, and that's fine. Game Samir, don't you use Spring Boot? I used to use Spring Boot, but in this project we are using Node. MacDon, what are your field of interest? Non-tech. Non-tech, I like to read books. I like to work out. I like to go to gym, read books. I like to watch movies. Utkarsh Singh, hello Utkarsh, welcome to the stream. Hey Abhishek, are you using Docker or for PostgreSQL? No, I'm not using Docker yet. I usually go for Docker just before deployment. MacDon, NFS Most Wanted Razor 1. Yes, that one. Okay. Create address. Here we have data. Create address DDO. User ID of type string. Okay. Fine. So we have to simply create the address, right? We have to create the address. And hold on, so what we need is in data we are passing that. Okay. Okay, fine. So here we can do const created address equals this. Anirudh, hi bro. Hello Anirudh, welcome to the stream. MacDon, man, I played the game every time in my old PC. Oh, that's nice. Okay, Satyam. Bro, which kind of project will interest you, which is about programming and not about monetary outcomes? What kind of project will, if it's not about the money, then I think I will go for something really low level, like building a new programming language, or maybe building a compiler, or building a new operating system, that kind of projects. Arnav Singh, hello bhaiya. Hello Arnav Singh, welcome to the stream. What's up? Anirudh, do you like Mac or Windows? If given an option, I would choose Mac. Okay, Mac Dawn. Oh, yep. Okay. This dot address repo dot create address, and here we have data and pass the user ID. Okay. We have the created address, and we can simply return this created address. Fine. Okay. But is this the right way? Yep, it is the right way. Satyam, what about a spatial audio engine? It sounds interesting, but I have not got into in details of that. Anirudh, is your screen flickering? Guys, is my screen flickering? Do let me know. Okay, Cozy Lifestyle. Welcome to the stream, Cozy Lifestyle. I wanted a good introduction for my interview. Can you give your introduction once? For interviewer, if somebody asks you for your introduction in interview, you can say that. For example, if I am somebody taking my interview, I'll say that my name is Abhishek Sharma. I've come to my BTech from Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology in the field of information technology, and my skills are this, and I did my schooling from like whatever school your school name, and I got this kind of percentage. And apart from my interests are usually in developing something from scratch, and that's why I got into programming. And I enjoy programming, I enjoy building things, and then you can just say that that's it. Okay, screen is all good. Okay, thanks Satyam, thanks for letting me know. Mr. X, welcome to the stream, Mr. X. Right now I'm learning JS with अपना college batch of web development, but मज़ा नहीं आ रहा है उनके साथ. ऐसा क्यों, Mr. X? Macdon, my BTech is also completed. Yesterday was farewell. Oh, that's nice. Congratulations, Macdon. Satyam, bro, what about building a dating site? Yeah, actually dating site is a very good project to, if you want to get into making money. It's a good project. Listen, where do you live? Anywhere near Punjab? No man, I don't live near Punjab. I live in West Bengal, India. Cozy lifestyle, thanks, welcome. Shadow Gaming, which year? I completed my BTech in 2023. Sayon Rana, welcome to the stream, Sayon Rana. अच्छा भैया, UI UX के लिए tips दो. UIC, I use AI for UI UX completely. Like I use AI for UI UX, दबा के I use it. ठीक है. But the thing is, you have to understand UX more, because UX stands for user experience. When a user lands to your application, there are some psychological things behind UX that you need to understand. Chandu Chor, welcome to the stream. Bro, are you doing DSA? No man, I'm not doing DSA. Mr. X, like बोर्ड लगता है जब वो पढ़ाते हैं, मीन्स लाइक आई डोंट नो, बट नहीं उनके साथ आई डोंट नो वाई. अच्छा, देन वॉट एवर दे आर टीचिंग, यूज दैट नॉलेज एंड you can learn those topics on your own as well. Listen, wow, I am from West Bengal as well originally. Namaskar, listen 412. सायन राणा, मतलब क्या क्या सीखूँ UI UX के लिए? UI UX के लिए you can first get into Figma, understand Figma, because that's a very important tool if you want to get into UI UX. Then after Figma, understand basic designing principles. Okay. Satyam, bore. Shadow Gaming, did you work anywhere? Yes, I used to work in a MNC as a Spring Boot developer. I left my job 2.5 months ago. Okay, Chandu Chor, how do you stay motivated in the current job market? Because I am not looking for a job. My goal is to build my own startup, build my own SaaS, and that's why I enjoy building things. I'm not looking for a job because I had a job. I left my job 2.5 months ago. NG Tantai, welcome to the stream. We don't code anymore like we used to. Okay, Sayan Rana, Figma में free से हो सकता है, मतलब मैं अभी सीखूंगा. हाँ, Figma free में आप use कर सकते हो. Okay, then we have to do this. User ID, then const result equals await, const result equals await, and here we need const result await. Container we have to create. Const address repository equals new address repository. Then const address service equals new address service, and we need to pass this address repository in the constructor. Okay, then now we'll do export this address service. Okay, now here we need await address service dot create address, and here we need to pass request dot body and user ID. We got this. Then here we need to do send response 201 payload success true message address created successfully, and then data will be result. Okay, we have this. Game Samir, bro, what is your role as a Spring developer? I was a like in my service based company, like in the company that I used to work, I was a associate software engineer 2, and there I was working with Spring Boot like as a developer only, and there was some existing legacy project that they were working on, so I was working with that. Mr. X, can you make a tutorial on JS please? Right now I'm not focused on building tutorials, but maybe in future I'll make. अर्नव सिंह, अभिषेक भाई मेरा भी एक दोस्त है अभिषेक, उसको अपना पेरेंट से 8 लाख लेके बीटेक की फ़ीस ट्रेडिंग में लॉस कर दिया और बोला कि फ़ीस डबल हो गया कॉलेज का. भाई दैट्स सैड, दैट्स एक्चुअली वेरी सैड मैन. Because parents are trusting him with these fees and all, and he's doing these things. It is actually very wrong in my opinion. Like, at least be honest with your parents. Satyam Bhosle, bro, we do underestimate the FE, but if you go into the Radix UI underhood used by Chat, yes, I know it's pretty complex system to build, especially the portal based components. Okay, I'll check that out. Satyam, Sayon Rana, आपके साथ बात करके अच्छा लगता है, इसलिए सब्सक्राइब करके रखा हूँ. ओ थैंक्स आयन, थैंक्स अ लॉट मैन. मुझे भी लाइक आई लाइक टू कोड एंड चैट विथ यू गाइज. इट फील्स गुड working. Say I am working also and I can chat also, like it feels good. I feel happy. Cozy lifestyle, maybe you should do viewers project review once in future. Okay, I'll do that. Listen, should I learn Spring Boot now? Companies are asking, but some suggested me to stick with Node Express only and build depth. Actually, see, as a complete fresher just out of college, I will not suggest Spring Boot, because even if you search for jobs there, you will see that even for Spring Boot developer they are asking for 2 to 3 years of experience. How will a fresher get that, right? But if you're already in the industry, then yes, you can go for Spring Boot. Chandu Chor, what are your plans for the startups? A startup, my plan is to build SaaS as soon as possible and start launching it, and also to complete the business registration process as well. Okay, Adarsh Kumar Shah. Okay, welcome to the stream, Adarsh. You left your job. What are you doing nowadays? Full-time YouTube only? I'm actually doing full-time freelancing, and that's mainly what I'm doing, and also I'm working on my startup. मिस्टर एक्स, यस 100%. ऐसा लगता है कि कोई है जिससे बात करके सब क्लियर हो जाता है. वेरी हैप्पी टू सी योर चैनल सजेस्टेड ऑन माई फीड. ओ थैंक्स मिस्टर एक्स, थैंक्स अ लॉट मैन. Shadow Gaming, what are you working on? Sorry, I'm new. Currently, I'm trying to learn advanced backend and system design, and for that, I have created my own curriculum using AI. And right now, we are in the phase 2, and we are trying to learn these topics in phase 2. And for this, we are building the backend of an e-commerce application. So that's what we are doing. Okay. I'm the champion. Welcome to the stream. I'm the champion. By system design कैसे सीख रहे हो? System design, see, firstly we are getting into advanced backend. Then from phase 5 we are getting into system design. Satyam Bhosle, bro, as I spend most of my day with PC and I have gained the belly fat. Otherwise I'm not fat. Can't join gym ASAP due to XYZ reason. Not an excuse. How can I reduce it? Gained few months ago. Okay, so if you want to lose fat, whatever you're eating, just reduce the amount. For example, if you're eating 4 roti, reduce it to 2 roti. And if you're eating 2 cups of rice, make it 1 cup of rice. You don't have to stop eating, just reduce the amount. That will help you lose fat very quickly. And also you can go for you can go for jog. Like for jogging, you don't need to go to gym. There you can jog on the footpath, or you can jog nearby parks. That will help you a lot. And also you can do body weight training like push-ups, pull-ups. This will help you. Okay, clear this controller. Now we need to check it. So here I need to create add folder address. Okay, address, and let's go here. I'm the champion. Okay. $4000/API/v1/address/create address. Okay. Also need the route. Import express from express. Okay. Dude Imperfect. Welcome to the stream, Dude Imperfect. Imperfect. Hi, what job do you do? I had a job. I left my job 2.5 months ago. So right now I'm working as a freelancer, and also I'm trying to build my own startup. Listen, if I'm building a product to launch, what is major difference other than scalability, async, query optimize, etc. Then I should take care of. I want to build a software for my college around 16k users. Okay, so for 16k users, I will suggest you that first write your code in a very structure your code properly. First, you need to understand how to structure your code base. Firstly, secondly, for 16k users, you can get into understanding dependency inversion, because without dependency inversion, your modules, all the different features are very tightly coupled. So to make your system very loosely coupled, you should get into understanding dependency inversion. And I think for now that's these two things are fine, because only 16k users, right? I'm the champion. Okay, but you need, okay, Dude Imperfect. Day after tomorrow I have my TCS digital interview. Please give me tips, please. Okay, firstly, TCS has, if you have cleared the interview, first you have cleared the online assessment, and after that you have cleared, you are getting into the interview round. So with TCS digital, there's a high chance that they will hire you, but you have to be very honest with the resume that you have presented. Like whatever skills you have mentioned in your resume, make sure you know about this very deeply, because interviewer will ask from your resume only, right? And whatever, for example, whatever projects you have built, they will ask about your project, how you build it, why you made some development decisions, that they will ask that. And if, for example, if you have mentioned Python or JavaScript as a programming language in your resume, they will dive deep into the programming language. So make sure whatever I mentioned in your resume, you know those things clearly. It will help you a lot. Satyam Bhosle, bro, do watch MMA or any sport except the cricket or football? No, actually I don't watch cricket or football as well. I actually don't watch sports much, but I'm interested in learning MMA actually. I want to get into Muay Thai actually. I want to learn Muay Thai, if I can pronounce it right. Muay Thai. I want to learn that. Dude Imperfect. Okay. Adarsh, what are you working on as a freelancer? I had my last project that I delivered. It was around 3 weeks ago, and it was just a simple website for a business. Like, it was for a business only, and I have handed over them the code, and like they want to deploy it themselves. So I just built the code and gave it to them. Okay. Okay, I've answered that question. Dude Imperfect. Viraj, अभिषेक भाई आज क्या खाया? आज मैंने फिर पिज़्ज़ा खाया. I'm the champion. Bro, what do you ensure in code to declare the feature is completed? What code practices do you ensure? Firstly, I test the API on my using Postman. I check if the API giving the correct response or not. Right now for backend, I just do that. I don't perform any testing right now. Maybe in future I'll start doing testing as well. Dude Imperfect. Viraj, also if I want to start DSA, how? Viraj Patel. Also, if I want to start DSA, how shall I start? I know strings, arrays and basic stuff, but I lack practice. I don't know where to start and which questions to solve in which sequence. Okay. See, if you want to get into DSA, first understand that you don't be in a rush to solve all the questions. Like, don't be in a rush to solve 500 questions, 1000 questions. No. The point of doing DSA is that so that you can build your skill of understanding a question, finding a pattern in that question, and using that pattern to understand, okay, which algorithm I need to implement to solve that question. That's the basic point of doing DSA, right? It's not just about doing questions. No, it's about doing questions in the right way. So if you want to get into DSA very deeply, I will suggest you first pick one programming language, understand basics of that programming language, like array, strings, list, dictionaries if you are in Python, or objects if you are in JavaScript. Understand these concepts, and after that, then get into like DSA topics. Understand from basics. You can follow a particular YouTube channel called Take You Forward. There they actually teach you from basics, from start to end, and don't get into complex problem very from the beginning. First try to solve the easy questions. For example, if you are doing arrays, and before you even start solving questions in arrays, first understand different algorithms in arrays. For example, understand two pointers in arrays, right? So first understand how two pointer works, and then try to see that in which sort of questions you implement two pointers, in which sort of questions you implement binary search, in which sort of questions you understand you implement sliding window. So this, if you can develop this skill to understand a question, and using that question you can see the pattern, okay, this type of question requires this type of algorithm to solve. Half of that DSA is done. Now you just need to be very good in writing the code, and this comes with practice. The more you practice, the better you get. So you have to reach a point where you can actually convert your logic into code, and for that you have to practice writing code. That's the basic way. And eventually do arrays, easy, medium, hard, easy questions and medium questions mostly, and then get into strings, then get into linked list, stacks, queues, and follow this pattern that I told you. Okay, dude imperfect, thank you brother, welcome dude imperfect. Satyam Bhosle, bro, what about building the small apps which you use daily, day to day, like converters and etc., locally, not self-hosted, as a desktop app and optionally a mobile app? Yeah, you can go for that. That's actually a good way to learn. So Satyam Rana, DSA in Java pehle karu ya web dev? I will suggest you, if you are, for example, if you have decided that you want to go with Java as your main programming language, right? So I will suggest you with Java, go into DSA with Java, and then do development with Java Spring Boot. With this, it will help you and it will save your time. Cappy meow thigh. Welcome to the stream, Cappy. Listen, do you post story on Insta before live? Actually, I have stopped using Insta. I'm not using Insta anymore. Lokesh, hi bro, कैसे हो? डिनर हो गया क्या? हाँ लोकेश, डिनर तो हो गया. वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम लोकेश, व्हाट्स अप? सत्यम भोसले, bro, how should I get my first client? As a freelancer, if you want to get your first client, I will suggest you use your own network. Tell your friends, families, relatives, tell them, the best way to get clients as a freelancer is use your own network. Don't trust Upwork, Fiverr, all these online platforms, because if you are a complete beginner, firstly, there's a lot of competition in those platforms. Secondly, nobody wants to give a project to a beginner, and as a beginner it is very difficult to get your first client using those online platforms. So what I did is use my own network. I told my friends, families, relatives, no matter who they are, I told them these are my skills, and if you know anyone who needs my service, please recommend me. That's how I got my first few clients. So use your own network. Your network is your strongest asset. Okay, Cappy, hi. Cappy, भाई तुम खुद खाना बनाते हो? नहीं भाई. Satyam Bhosle, I got one, but they were in unrealistic. It was a reference. I got my gigs from ref till now, not a single from internet. Yeah man, even I get my gigs from my own network. Others, how much are you earning as a freelancer? Comfortable enough. Like, the only problem with freelancing that I am facing is projects are not consistent. Like for a few months project is there, then for a few months project is not there. So initially with freelancing, this is the major issue, but with time I think we can overcome it. Satyam, I guess it was my third or fourth client. Okay. विराज, पिज्ज़ा, वड़ा पाव, ऑमलेट, रोटी, चिकन के अलावा कुछ बोलो. भाई मैं यही सब खाता हूँ. Satyam Bhosle, and it's a pretty good story. Should I share it? Yeah, share man. Viraj, I started lead code, but there are tons of questions. I don't know what to start. You can follow Neat Code. There's this YouTube channel called Neat Code, and there's the new Neat Code 150 questions. Solve those questions, it will help you. Okay, we have this. Just a sec. Express, then const router equals express dot router, then export default router. Okay, we have this export default router, then here we'll do router dot route dot slash API slash v1 slash address slash create address post, and here we'll get verify user, validate, create address schema, and here we have create address controller, schema route. Yep, this one we have this. Okay, and in my app.ts we have import app address router from ./modules/address dot route. Here we have app.use/API/v1/address and this. Okay, this is fine. Now if I go here in address, you have to pass a few things. If I try before, okay, fine. So for address, what are we passing? Address type. Just a sec. Address type, hold on. So we are doing this. Lokesh B, bro loves protein. Yeah man, I do. So now we have this, just a sec. Address type, enum should not be there. Let's do one thing, that address service, where is it? Where is that address service? We are passing this, and we are doing this address.repository data, and before this address type will be data.address type. Okay, we have this address type, and it will be dot to lowercase. Yep, address type. Then we have address. Okay, hold on. Address type. Actually, not here. We should not do it here. Data. Game Samir, Node.js plus Express, Nest.js, Python plus Django, Fast API, PHP, Laravel, Spring Boot. Which one would you suggest for instant internship? Node.js plus Express. We have this. Hold on. So in my service, we have this const clean data equals this. Okay, clean data. What we can do is clean data dot address type equals will be data dot address type dot to lowercase. Okay, we can clean data. Let's create a method clean data and we'll pass this data. Okay, so for this cleaned data, hold on, and let's create a new file, address dot request dot ts export const clean data, and here we have this data of type create address DTO, and here we'll have any, and here it will return create address DTO, will return address type will be data dot address type dot to lowercase address line 1 will be data dot address line 1 dot to lowercase address line 2 address line 2 dot to lowercase. Then we have address line 2 city data dot city dot to lowercase city. Then we have state data dot state dot to lowercase state. Then after state we have country data dot country dot to lowercase. Then we have pin code will be above this pin code data dot pin code dot, actually it's a number, let's to lowercase. We have this country, okay fine, we have this. What is the issue? Clean data. What is the issue? Type any. Clean data, type any. Export const this, okay. Then we are using this function here, address service. We have this clean data, then we are passing this cleaned data here, okay. It was a luxury gym chain, double quotes, for a reason. They wanted the following things in project auth based, okay. They had branches, gym trainer system, okay, of the time, and should provide them support even at 3 AM. All this for 45k, no AMC, okay. And the funny part is that they were expecting me to build payment gateway too, like no Razorpay, their own payment gateway in 45, their own payment gateway in just 45k is too less. Plus they wanted the notification system like SMS, VP, email, their own app, web plus, okay. I texted someone who is kind of, and texted all this, he just asked me to leave the meeting. Okay. You have this, fine, go here. Now let's do address type home, then address line 1, let's give any random address, building 2 behind Burj Khalifa, okay. Let's ignore address line 2. Then after this we have city Kolkata, Then after this we have state West Bengal. Then we have pin code. Let's make it 1 2 3 4 5 6, and let's make the country India. And also we need to log in a user, test user 5. Okay, we logged in as test user 5, and let's create the address created successfully. Nice. Null. Okay, now if I go here, we have this home. Nice. Now for example, this user also wants to give a work address, building number 7 behind Eiffel Tower. For example, the city is Bangalore, state Karnataka. Let's make it 654321, and let's make it India. We have this. Okay, so now this user had two addresses, this address. Okay, Code Kalam, welcome to the stream. Code Kalam, is it possible to just do backend as freelancer, no front end? Yeah, it is possible, but like the possibility is there, but for this you have to approach actually front end agencies. Satyam Bhosle, I don't even remember the requirement list. Okay, Satyam, plus in 60 days with both the FE and the kind of DevOps also expecting, I shouldn't ask any extra money for the additional features. Okay, Satya, Eiffel Tower in Karnataka. Fluorescent, I'm back, my future. Bhai kaun hai yaar ye fluorescent? Okay, now we have this, and okay. Fluorescent, how was your day, handsome? My day was good, thank you for asking. Mohammad Faizan, welcome to the stream. Mohammad Faizan, how are you? Hi bro, I made this website as my first project for a mutual fund client at Vikasat. Can you please check it out and give honest reviews? You can join my Discord server and drop the link there. Once today's development session is done, then I'll check it out. Code Kalam, which API test tool you are using? Like Bruno, I'm using Postman, and we are not using any testing tool right now. Search it please. I'll search it after today's development session is done. Bro, when did you become the few? I have no idea, man. Who knows? We have this address request, and in response we are getting this data, user ID, address type, work, and now we have to get particular user container. Close this. Now we have to get address by ID, address by user. Get all addresses by user ID. We'll pass the user ID of type string. Here we have promise of type address arrays, and yeah, we have this. Now we have to implement this one. Implement this here. Yeah, async create address, get addresses by user ID, pass the user ID here, and here we have const addresses equals await prisma dot address dot find many where user ID, and after this we are return addresses. Okay, we have this, and service, we have to create the service. चौहान योगेश भाई, हेलो चौहान योगेश भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। सिस्टम डिज़ाइन में क्या क्या सीखोगे? सिस्टम डिज़ाइन में वी आर ट्राइंग टू गो डीप, लाइक होल्ड ऑन, आई शो यू। कैशिंग, रेट लिमिटिंग, indexing, then also async architecture, decoupling services, event driven design. Then after this, logging, monitoring, queue systems. Then we are going to get into a trade bottlenecks, all these things. And also we are going to learn, hold on, where is it? Just a sec. Phase 2, phase 5. Yeah, load balancing, horizontal scaling, monolith versus microservices, cap theorem, consistency plus availability trade-offs. These things we have to do. Mohammad Faizan, you can just Google it. It's in the front. Search it. I'll first after today's development session only I'll review the projects. Fluorescent. I just got my work done and really. Okay, thank you. Satyam, I guess now you will get teased with fluorescent name. Bro, I don't even know her. I don't even know if it's a he or a her because lots of people, they pretend to be someone else. So I don't know. चौहान योगेश, अभी तक कुछ आया नहीं, मैं पहली बार सीखूंगा। अच्छा, ओके, नॉट, आई एम fine. We have created address. Now in service, we have to go to the address service. Async get addresses by user ID. We are passing the user ID here of type string, and then we have const addresses equals await this dot address repo dot get addresses by user ID, and we are passing the user ID. Okay, and we simply return this, return addresses. Okay, and then control we use it. Async, not here, export const get addresses by user ID controller equals catch async request response. Okay, we have this get addresses by user ID controller. Okay, now after this we are going to get const user ID equal request dot user dot ID, then const result equals await address service dot get addresses by user ID and pass the user ID. Okay, then we have the user ID. Now we do send response 200 success true message addresses all addresses fetched successfully, and then we have data result. Okay, we have this. Now we are using this route. Here we have router dot route slash all addresses dot get verify user this. Okay, we have this all addresses. Fine. Now let's go for add request all user all addresses. Okay, Satyam Bhosle, bro, have you considered game dev? Actually, because game dev, I started programming though, never built a single game yet. I have not considered game dev yet. Mohammed, okay, okay, okay. My JS journey. Hello, what are you building? I'm trying to build the backend of an e-commerce application. Okay, here we have get. जो हाँ सिस्टम डिजाइन के सब टॉपिक्स कब सीखना शुरू करोगे एक्चुअली वी आर फॉलोइंग अ करिकुलम राइट नाउ वी आर इन द फेज 2 in the phase 2 after phase 2 in phase 3 we are going to learn about caching rate limiting all these things and also pagination. Then in phase 4 we are going to learn about in depth about authentication. Then in phase 5 we are getting into all these monolith load balancing, all these topics. Okay, so we have this one, http localhost 4000/API/v1/address/all addresses and do get request all addresses. We have to request, and for example now let's log in as a user and let's log in as a random user without address. Do this login and here we should get empty. Yeah, it is working now. This is done. Now we have to work on the address update address part. Mohammed Faizan, good luck, bye. Okay, Floyd, okay. So update, now we have to update an address, right? We have to update an address, so we have to work on update address DTO. Okay, export const update address schema equals z dot object. Okay, we can update address type z dot string. Okay, Satyam Bhosle, I guess tonight you will be done with phase 2, right? I think so, brother. Let's see. Address type address line, and it will be optional here because we are updating it. Optional address line 1 z of type string dot min 1 address line 1 cannot be empty, and this is optional. Address line 2 z dot string, we have here minimum 1 address line 2 cannot if we are passing it, yeah, cannot be empty, and this is dot optional. Okay, city z dot string dot minimum 1 city cannot be empty dot optional, then state z dot string dot minimum state cannot be empty, and this will be optional. Then after state we have pin code z dot string string dot min 1 pin code cannot be empty dot optional, and here we have country z dot string dot minimum 1 country cannot be empty, this will be optional. Okay, we have this. So after this we'll have export type update address DTO z dot infer type of update address schema. We have this. Yep, this is done. Okay, fine. So this thing is done. Then we need to do update address. So for this, update address, first you have to get address by user ID. Hold on, this user ID, get address by user ID and address ID. Okay, we'll have user ID of type string, and then we have address ID of type string, and this will return promise of type address or null. Okay, we have this. Then here we have this repository. Okay. Yeah, we can just do this. User ID of type string, address ID of type string, const address equals await prisma dot address dot find first async. This will be async, and here we'll have where ID is address ID and user ID. Okay, return address. Okay, you're getting this. So now we will be using this, and we'll have this function async update address, and we'll be passing the user ID of type string, address ID of type string, and data of type update address DTO. Then const existing address equals await this dot address repo dot get address by user ID address ID. Okay, we have this user ID and address ID. Rohit B2004, welcome to the stream, Rohit. Bro, now in companies, interviewer is seeing how much is good our vibe coding skills. I mean, now the job market interview is changing in many companies. Yes, it is changing, and even to be good at vibe coding, see what interviewers are trying to see is that are you able to get maximum output with minimum amount of token getting used. That's what they're trying to see. चौहान, इस ई कॉमर्स वाले प्रोजेक्ट में सिखाओगे ना सिस्टम डिज़ाइन, तो मैं इस प्रोजेक्ट को फॉलो कर सकता हूँ. इन दिस प्रोजेक्ट विल बी इम्प्लीमेंटिंग रेडिस, कैशिंग एंड पेजिनेशन. Okay, we have this existing address, we have this existing address, fine. And if there is no existing address, throw new app error, will say address not found, or you are not authorized to perform this action. Okay, and also give 401. We got this. Okay, hold on. What is 401 status code? Failed. Okay, nice, correct. Hold on, everything is fine. Yes, okay. Satyam Bhosle, also search about Elasticsearch. We think search as a simple feature, but it's not that easy to. Yeah, I agree. Rohit, yeah, so it is worth it to learn programming and programming language manually, or just use AI for code. It is worth to use to learn programming manually, because even if you want to use vibe coding to its highest potential, you need to understand the basics first. So we have this. Now we can. Just a sec. Anirban Datta, welcome to the stream, Anirban. Hi, bro. Do you know how run Google AdSense in Next.js project? Uh, Google AdSense. First, you have to create a Google AdSense account, and then you have to read the Google developer, like Google developer documentation. From there, you will be able to learn. Satyam, I guess phase 2 won't be get done. Let's see. We have existing address. Okay. So we have to update. Okay, update. Update address. We have the address ID of type string. Then we have the data of type update address DTO, promise of type address. Then we have this update address async update address ID of type string. Then we have data update address DTO const updated address equals await prisma dot address dot update, where ID is address ID and data. And after this, we have to return this updated address. Return this updated address. Okay. Fine. This is done. Update address. This part is done. Update address. Okay. So this part we have built. Now in the service, I can use it. So also I have to clean the data as well. Yeah, const cleaned data equals clean data, and pass this data here. What is the issue? Got the issue. Actually here request, instead of this, I can create a global type. Export interface I address type, and here we'll have request. Copy this here, paste this here, and this will be string 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 string. Okay, we have this, but the thing is address line 2 can be optional. Address line 2 can be optional. Copy this I address type. If I go here, address request, we have this here, we can do this, and here we can do this, fine. And here we have this string or undefined, string or undefined. Okay, got it. So okay, let's do one thing, that request clean data. चौहान, मुझे सिस्टम डिज़ाइन सीखना है, तो ये सब वीडियो फॉलो करूँ तो सीखना मिल जाएगा ना? हाँ, लाइक आप लाइक if you follow this video, you will be able to see that how I am learning and the topics that you need to learn, and you can follow along with this as well. Okay. So this clean data, either I can make it this clean data and passing an object. Okay, got it. Okay, clean create address data. Okay, and here it will be clean create address data and use this here. Okay, then here we can also create clean update address data, update address data, update address DTO, update address DTO, and data dot is possibly undefined. Okay, hold on, data dot okay, put this here, 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 and put this here. Okay, now here we can do this clean data, we'll use this. Yeah, so we have the clean data here. Atharva, welcome to the stream. Atharvo, welcome to the stream. Bro, how are you learning these things? I mean, I don't see you watching lectures. Actually, I know basics of backend, and I am using AI to teach myself. I'm using AI to teach myself, and also I've created some notes. I was going through some articles that that can help me understand this. So for the production grade backend code base, we are following this layered architecture. Then also we learned about dependency inversion, all these topics. Then I'm telling AI to teach me as like I've created a detailed prompt. You can use this prompt if you want to follow along. like this is a detailed prompt where I told AI to teach me. And also before I use the code from AI, I'm actually verifying it from articles available online. So that's how I'm learning. Okay, Shivank 9001, welcome to the stream. Shivank, hi bro, long time no see, how are you? Shivank, I'm also making different projects these days. That's great, Shivank, that's great. Okay, clean data. And what are you building? Clean data. Now we have const updated data equals await this dot address repo dot update address, and we are passing here address ID first, address ID, and then we are passing the clean data. Okay, now once we have this, we can return the updated data. Updated, okay, hold on, updated data. Okay, fine, we have this. Now this controller export const update address controller catch async request of type request, response of type response. Okay, we got this. Then const user id equals request dot user dot id, and const result equals await address service dot update address, and here we are passing update address. We are passing user id first. We are passing user id and address id, and then data. Address id, we have to get address id as well. So const address id equals request dot params dot add address id, and then we have as string, and then we are passing this address id. Then after address id we have to pass request dot body. Fine. Then after this we'll do send response response 200, and then payload success to message address updated successfully, and then data will be result. We got this. Okay, Shivank, currently I'm building manga colorizer, developed the website. Now after some days I'm gonna work on the generative adverse. Okay, that's nice. With other AI which I might need. Can you explain the tech stack? That's a very interesting project. Like what tech stack currently are you using? Can you tell me about that, Shivank? Shadow Gaming, welcome to the stream, Shadow. When do you sleep? Oh yeah, Shadow was here only. I sleep around 3 to 4 a.m. or maybe sometimes earlier, it depends. So then we have to create the update address controller router dot route slash update address slash address id dot patch verify user and validate update address schema, and then we can pass this update address controller route. We got this. Fine. Okay, This is done. So for now, let's create a new request. Add request, update address, and this is patch http localhost 4000 slash API slash v1 slash address slash update address slash we need to get the address ID. Get all addresses. 5 user 5 has address. User 5. Okay, we have user 5 and get user addresses. Okay, we have this. Okay, fine. Just a sec. Atharva, bro, I have just finished Python fundamentals along with the basic projects, and also I have learned some libraries like NumPy and Pandas. Now, what should I learn next? Can you suggest me something? Learn PyTorch. If you are getting into AI ML, go for PyTorch. Learn PyTorch. Okay. Get all addresses. Fine. Let's update this address. Update this address. The address ID. Pass the body. For now, let's just update the address type. Let's make it address type from home to make it relative. Let's send. Address update successfully, and now if I get here, it should become relative. Okay, fine. Make it home again. Home again. Okay, now let's make this updated. Make this 23, and instead of null, let's pass here behind the national park. Let's add something like this, behind the national park. And if I go here, okay, now get all addresses. Instead of null, we should get behind the national park. Fine, this is working absolutely fine. Update address is done. Now you have to work on delete address. This is not required. Then remove this address request. What is the issue? Not required. Remove this. Okay, now delete address. Okay, hello bhaiya, hello Tectonic Baba, welcome to the stream. How are you? So now let's make it export const delete address controller equals catch async, and here we have async request of type request, response of type response. Okay, I am fine. आप बताओ. मैं भी बढ़िया टेक्टोनिक बाबा. I am also good. Okay, so first to delete the address we need the user ID address ID. That's fine. Const user ID equals request dot user dot ID, and const address ID can be request dot address request dot params dot address ID. We have this. Okay, then we create the server. First create the interface. Delete address ID. Meeting address, we just need to pass the address ID of type string. Okay, not here, and this will be promise of type any. and it will be promise. Okay, Nikhil. Hello Nikhil, welcome to the stream. Nikhil Reddy, welcome to the stream. What async await do? What async, what do we need it so often? Actually, there's a concept in JavaScript called asynchronous programming. So when we are working, for example, when we are working with database, it can take time to get retrieve data from the database. So when we use async and await, we actually go for synchronous programming, where we say that don't execute anything further unless and until here. If I go, just a sec, here we are making this async function and this is await. So what we are saying that unless until I get data from this, don't execute the next line. That is what we are doing. Async delete address id of type string, await prisma dot address dot delete, where id is address id. Fine, we have this is done, and then we have to implement the service layer. So in the service we have this function. Here we can do async delete address, pass the user id of type string and pass the address id of type string. We have this. So after deleting the address, टेक्टोनिक बाबा, मेरे एग्जाम्स चल रहे हैं तो मैं अभी वेब डेव होल्ड पे रखा हूँ. अच्छा, ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर एग्जाम. Okay, Nikhil Reddy, won't that make response time longer for each request? Actually, in any programming language you go, there you will see some sort of async await, like another concept only. But we, when we are retrieving data from the database, we usually go for synchronous programming only. Shivank, hello Shivank. Frontend, Next.js, Tailwind, CSS, Backend, Python plus Fast API. Might use different stuff for backend later if I see any shortcomings. For AI, I will use GAN, which uses learning with paradigm of ML. So for GAN, you have built your own model, or you are using an existing model. Shivang, Lokesh, by the way, bro, I started working UI, making some changes. Oh, that's nice. In your in Flickfield, you're talking about, Lokesh. Nikhil Reddy, will that take care of race conditions? Yes, it will take care of race conditions as well. So Shivank, okay, fine. Const existing address equals await this dot address repo dot get address by user id, address id and user id. I'll pass the user id here and then pass the address id here. Okay, and if there is no existing id, if there is no existing address, existing address will throw new app error, and this will be address not found, or you are unauthorized to perform this action. And here we have 401. Okay, existing address, and if there is an existing address, we'll simply do await this dot address repo dot delete address and pass the address id. Okay, we have this. Now in controller we have this const await, just do await address service dot delete address, and we are passing here user ID and address ID, user ID and address ID as string. Okay, and then after this we'll just send response res 200 success of true message. Let's create a message, address deleted successfully, and we are not returning any data. Then in my route we'll go here, router dot route slash delete address slash address ID dot delete verify user, and here we have address controller. We got this. Okay, Lokesh, yes bro, that's nice. Lokesh. Nikhil, is this a single threaded application? Actually JavaScript is a single threaded application, but we can, like it can still handle concurrency because of event driven architecture. And also yesterday only we learned about this event driven architecture, and because of this async await thing. Okay, it's synthetics. Bro, I have 4 months. What should I do? DSA plus AIML or DSA plus system design? 4 months, go with DSA plus system design, because DSA plus AIML is not 4 months is not enough. How though? Actually, because yesterday we went through this. Hold on, I'll show you. So just a sec. Yeah, so I will explain you now how JavaScript, being a single threaded programming language, how does it handle concurrency. For example, you ask your mom for ice cream. Okay, instead of just standing there doing nothing, you say, mom, make ice cream. Hold on, not this. First, how does JavaScript handle concurrency? That's what I'm trying to explain right now. So for example, understand that you're a kid playing with one toy at a time. That's JavaScript. It has only one brain, which is thread. So it can only do one thing at a time. That's what single thread programming language does. But now imagine this trick. You ask your mom for ice cream. Instead of just standing there doing nothing, you say, mom, make ice cream. I will go play until it's ready. So you give the task, make ice cream, go back to playing with your toys. When ice cream is ready, your mom calls you. That's exactly how JavaScript works. So basically JavaScript does, hey browser, do this slow task like fetching data or waiting 2 seconds. While it is waiting, it does not halts the program. It performs another task while it is while that program is waiting, like that task is performing. It waits. Like I'm not going to wait. I will do some other stuff. That's how JavaScript works. So basically there are three important parts for this. First is the call stack, which is the brain. For example, stack is something like this. You add data like this, and first this function will get executed, then this function will get executed, then this function is get executed. So this is like a call stack. Okay. Then we have web APIs, obviously. Then we have the callback queues. We have something like a callback queue, like entry, exit, and then event loop. Like all of these things, like I have to also get into detailed depth for this, but overall, like these are the main topics that helps in JavaScript. Like that helps concurrency in JavaScript. Okay. Any ideas for what? How though? Okay. I will use pre-trained GAN and optionally fine-tune it later. That's nice, Shivank. That's a very good project. Dharmendra, welcome to the stream. Dharmendra, Abhishek भाई, आपनी की कोलकाता थिकिन है भाई. Lokesh, explain me like I'm a 5-year-old. I say think I'm a donkey. Okay. Nikhil Reddy. Then how does that thread persist earlier context? I think for this it uses this for this context it uses passes this context inside a queue, and also it performs a function based on the stacks. I think the context goes inside the queue, and that's how like the program knows that okay, this context related to this function, something like that. Okay. विराज अभिषेक भाई, रेज्यूमे में समरी ऐड करना ज़रूरी है या चलेगा? हाँ, ऐड करो, अच्छा लगता है देखने में. ओके. That makes sense of it stores the that makes sense if it stores the construct. Yes, like I think the last time I was researching about it, there I learned that it uses queues and stack for this context. So yeah. Lokesh B, for UI I want to make something good but not getting any ideas. You can go to these applications like Dribble. You can use Dribble for inspiration. You will get lots of design inspirations here. You can use it. It's a nice website, but I still don't think they have added a dark theme, so you can use the website. Shivank, bro, Shivank, I'm almost done with the BTech in CS, and also I have honor specialization in AI/ML in the same degree. Is it good? See, even I have a specialization in cloud computing in my BTech. But the thing is, once you're out of, unless until you're doing BTech from IIT or NITs, degree does not matter much. Degree will only help you to land interviews. That's it. I'm in final year. Okay, nice. विराज पटेल, समरी ऐड करना चाहता हूँ, फिर रेज्यूमे 2 पेज का बन जाता, तो समरी हटा दो. Nikhil Reddy, are you still in uni? If you don't mind me asking, I have completed my BTech. Nikhil Reddy, I have completed my BTech in 2023, and I have 1 year working experience. I used to work in a MNC as a Spring Boot developer. It was a service-based company, and I worked there about a year. Then I left my job 2.5 months ago. Lokesh B, thanks. Welcome, Lokesh. So now we have to work with delete address, add request. This will be delete request. HTTP localhost 4000/API/v1/address/delete address slash get this here, add this here. We have this. So after deleting the address, hold on. Raj the Gamer, hi, welcome to the stream, Raj the Gamer. Nikhil, no way. Like, why Nikhil? Why it's no way? Raj the Gamer, how can I get the backlinks for the site, and how it will impact the site? Backlinks. Which backlink you are talking about? Can you explain a bit? Okay, so we have this. First, login as this user, and let's get all addresses of this user. So right now we have 2, home and work. Now let's delete this. Delete address. Hold on. So here we are doing delete. Okay. Now if I send this, address deleted successfully. Now if I go here, we are getting only 1 address. Work. Okay. Now delete again. Address not found. Okay, fine. Done. Update address done. This done. This done. Okay. Okay. This is correct. But I also see this is correct, right? But if I go to my order section and in my order controller, when we are creating the order, right? Inside order, we also mention like where we need to deliver this order, right? So that we have to do, I think. Okay. Nikhil, I'm a 2023 passed out student too. Oh, that's nice, Nikhil. Raj the game. It will help Google improve the trust factor for the site. You can check online about it. Okay, I'll check it out. Lokesh B, his SaaS MVP is completed. Currently integrating payments, business registration, and documentation in progress while actively improving skills in advanced backend development and system design. Exactly. Guys, if you want to know that what I'm currently doing, you can read Lokesh's chat. He explained what I'm doing. Abhishek Kashyap. Hello Abhishek, welcome to the stream. कैसे हो भैया? मैं बढ़िया अभिषेक, आप कैसे हो? It feels a bit weird to take my own name. Nikhil Reddy, and I started my first job working on a Spring application. Oh, even in my MNC, I was working as a Spring Boot developer. Okay, so this is fine, but here we have to add that thing that we have to add the address ID. Only then, once order is placed, we can see that where we are delivering the order, right? So we have to make this change. So what I can do is order address order. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. This is my code. Schema dot Prisma. Let's go to schema dot Prisma. Nikhil, so me looking at JS feels new coming from Java. Even I came from Java background, but now I'm a solo developer. That's why I'm going with JavaScript and Node.js environment. अभिषेक, मुझे चेयर लेनी है, आप कौन सी ली है? भाई मेरी तो काफ़ी बेकार चेयर है, मैंने अभी तक कुछ नया सेटअप किया ही नहीं है. लाइक थोड़े दिन में करूँगा न्यू सेटअप. आई बाय न्यू चेयर, अ न्यू मॉनिटर इन फ्यू डेज. लेट्स सी व्हेन. तो अभी तक मैंने अपना सेटअप अपग्रेड किया नहीं है. तो मेरा चेयर आप मेरी वीडियो देख सकते हो. लाइक आई मेड अ वीडियो अबाउट माई सेटअप, माई करंट सेटअप. यू कैन सी दैट, यू विल सी द डिटेल देयर. Okay, this is my code, then this is my order dot. Okay, hold on. This is my close this, close this, close this, close this, close this. Yeah. So this is my address module, address order controller. This is my order dot controller dot ts, order dot interface, order dot interface dot ts, order dot repository dot ts, order dot repository, then order dot route, then order dot route dot ts, order dot schema dot ts, order dot service dot ts. Now see, but while creating the order, how will we know in which address the order needs to be delivered? Delivered. Should I store the address ID as well? Teach me and explain me how to solve this issue. Okay. Gurveer, hello Gurveer, welcome to the stream. What's up, bro? Gurveer, today we are working on the address part, address module. Okay, Pixel, I want to buy a keyboard, suggest a good one in budget. You can buy the keyboard that I am currently using. It's a EvoFox keyboard. Okay, how far have you reached? Is there any front end to this? No, there's no front end to this. Okay, Nikhil Reddy, kudos for trying out something new and good luck on your project. I'm a dip now, but I will tune in whenever I see you online. Sure, Nikhil. Thanks for joining the stream, brother, and have a good night, brother. Okay. No link to an address, so you don't need where to ship. If user edit deletes the address data, you lose historical accuracy. The correct approach used in real system, you should store address snapshot inside order, not just address id. To approach, let's break. Store address id, simple but flawed. Okay, if the user updates the address later, old order will show the new updated address. This is wrong. Option 2, best address snapshot in order. This is what Amazon, Flipkart, etc. do. They copy the address data into order at purchase time. Okay. Embed fields directly in order. Okay. Okay. This entire snapshot should be inside this. Okay, understood. Cleaner, create order address model. Then in order address, order id. Okay, this makes sense. This actually makes sense. Why snapshot is important? Imagine this flow: user order, okay, data updates address. If you store, okay, change in your service layer, create order schema, okay, create order logic, create order const address, find unique data address id, okay, then copy address, fine. This is actually not so difficult. If you want to go next level, which phone number and receiver name. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. So we have to create another table as order address table. Fine. Interesting. This is interesting. So schema.prisma. We have this order product, order items, cart items. We have to work on cart as well, but like for now let's keep it this much. Model order address id string UUID order id string, then we have address line 1 string. Okay, from address we can get this part, address, okay, line 1 line 2, this pin code to country. Copy this and here we can paste it. Okay, address line country. So we have country, then we have order at the rate relation fields. Here we're calling it order id, and here references to id and on delete cascade. Okay, then in order we have this. Okay, by snap. Okay, fine, this is done. Then in my order dot schema we have this order dot schema. Okay, this part done. This here we need to pass address id or type z dot string. Okay, then create order logic service. create order logic. Hold on, where is it? Container service, create order logic. We have this total price. Okay, we are getting the data. Also this, we are returning this, and tx. Okay, hold on. Order items. Give me the full code. Order address, right? Okay, so I have created another table only. That's fine. I have created another order address table. Okay, yeah. Okay, okay, here only we are getting this. Fine. So before we do all of this, here only we fetch the address. Const address equals await tx dot address dot find unique, where id is data dot address id items, comma address id. Instead of this I can pass this here, address id. We have this. Now if there is no address, or address dot user id is not equal to user id, throw new app error, will say invalid address and also bad request. Fine, we have this. Okay, order items. Okay, this is okay, this is okay. Items total, order item dot push. Okay, order items dot push, create order first. Okay, then okay, full order. Fine, full order. Hold on, we have this and this loop we have, right? We have this loop. Okay, create order first. So we are creating the order. Okay, this. Okay, then after we create the order, here we do this. Okay, hold on. So we go here and we go here. After we create the order, we do this, await tx dot order. Okay, before we do all of this, I have to do a few changes. That I need to go to my database. Go here, delete all the address, delete all the order items, delete all the orders. Okay, then first I have to create, go here, db npm run db generate, npm run db migrate, npm run db generate, npm db migrate. Okay, hold on. Okay, already in sync, fine. Npm run dev. Okay, server has started. We have this. Okay, we were here. Faizan Amir. Hello Faizan, welcome to the stream. Hi, I need your guidance, please. I recently learned web dev from Code with Harry's YouTube channel. I completed HTML, CSS, JavaScript easily. Now he uses JS for backend with Node, Express, etc. Is it good for backend or Python, Java? Please answer. I really need it. Yes, actually, JavaScript is very good for backend. You can go for it with Node.js, JavaScript. You can learn web dev with Express, Node, React, or like entire merge stack. You can learn, and after that, you can build good projects and build good products, and you can start applying. And you can also get remote jobs, and you can also apply in startups, well-funded startups who can pay salary to you. Okay, Dikshant Gaming. वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम दीक्षांत भाई. मैंने बैकएंड स्टार्ट किया था दीक्षांत गेमिंग भाई मैंने बैकएंड स्टार्ट किया था और एक्सप्रेस तो एक हफ्ते में कर लिया. मीन्स क्रड ऑपरेशंस पता चल गए एंड आई थिंक आई मूव फॉरवर्ड विद द मोंगो डीबी. तेमी का प्रोजेक्ट ऑन फुल स्टैक या एक्सप्रेस पर बनाओ. फुल स्टैक करो. अगर आपको फुल स्टैक आता है तो गो फॉर फुल स्टैक. अगर नहीं भी आता तो पहले फुल स्टैक करो, क्योंकि देन यू विल अंडरस्टैंड दैट हाउ टू कनेक्ट योर फ्रंट एंड विद बैक एंड, एंड उसके साथ साथ यू विल लर्न फुल फ्रंट एंड एज वेल. लाइक ज़्यादा फोकस वो जो भी ट्यूटोरियल आप देख रहे हो उसके बैक एंड में फोकस करो. एंड अगर फ्रंट एंड में रिएक्ट यूज़ करो तो जस्ट फॉलो अलॉन्ग करो, और उसके साथ साथ यू विल गेट बेसिक्स ऑफ रिएक्ट. Faizan Amir, thanks yaar, means a lot. Welcome Faizan Amir and welcome to the stream. We have this. So after await tx dot order address dot create data, we have here order id, order dot id. We are not doing this. Let's just go for this part. This part we can do. We have this thing is done. Then we have to return the full order. Const full order equals await tx dot order dot find unique where id is order dot id, and here we have include items true, address also true. Okay, now we can return this full order. Just return this full order. Fine. Okay, very good. So this is done. Okay, this we can check now. This is working. So what I can do is first I'll log in as a normal user. Test user 5. Login. Now let's go to order. Let's see if this user has any orders. No orders. Okay, so let's get product. Let's get all the all active products. Let's get all the active products, and for now let's order this product. Order, create order. For now let's give this product ID, give quantity 1, and also another, let's give this product as well, give this product as well, and here also we'll have this. Okay, we have this. Then after this items, hold on, we have address ID, and for this user, order address, get all users address. Let's see if this user has address. No address. Let's first create an address for this user. Home, building 1, Eiffel Tower, Bangalore, Karnataka, India. Create this address. Now let's go for this address. We have this address, so let's copy this address ID, copy this address ID, create order. We have this, pass this address ID. Now let's send. Order.find unique. TX. Okay, I think we got out of loop. That's why. Okay, find unique. TX dot. Hold on. Full order. Where is this loop ending? This loop is ending here. Hold on. Just a sec. This loop is ending here. And where is this transaction ending? Transaction. I think it is outside the transaction. No, it is not outside. ओके दीक्षांत, फ्रंट एंड तो आता है रिएक्ट टेलविंड, अभी जस्ट एक्सप्रेस ख़त्म किया तो सोच रहा हूँ फ्रंट एंड एंड एक्सप्रेस पर प्रोजेक्ट बनाऊँ या मोंगो डीबी भी कर लूँ, फिर साथ में एक मर्ज स्टैक बन, पहले मोंगो डीबी कर लो फिर साथ में मर्ज स्टैक का प्रोजेक्ट बनाऊँ. कुशाग्र, welcome to the stream. Koshagra, scope of cyber security as a fresher, should we go into that field or not? Tell me the roadmap. Cybersecurity is a very good field. As a fresher, you can get into that. But see, I'm not into cybersecurity, so I don't have much idea about it. So unfortunately, for cybersecurity, I cannot give you advice because I'm not good in it. Like I don't have any idea about cybersecurity, so that's why I cannot help you in this. You have to do your own research, I guess. tx.order. Invalid tx find unique invocation. Invocation. Well, field address not for include in model order. Okay, let's see. This is my code. schema.ts. Then we have order.service.ts. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we are doing this. dot schema order dot schema dot ts order dot service. Then we have order dot service dot ts. I am sending this request. I got this error. Okay, ठीक है भाई. The exact problem says so Prisma only knows this relation, but in code you wrote address true. I don't know what address is. I only know address. Okay, change this to order address. A deeper design issue right now, or one order many addresses. Okay, correct. Singular. Go to schema.prisma. This should be singular. Order relation fields on delete cascade, and string order id should be unique. And again we'll go here, npm run db generate, npm run db migrate, npm run db generate, npm run db migrate. Okay, we got this. Npm run dev. This is done. And now if I go here and if I do this, what is this issue? Okay, got it. Delete this address. Order, any order, no order, any order here, no order here. Okay, deleting the address as this user, get user address, empty address, create this address. Now we have this. Now create this order, valid address, invalid address. Okay, got it. We have to pass this new ID here. Yeah, this is we are getting. Let's see. This is my code. I think we have to give order address. Yeah, got it. tx dot order dot. Hold on. Where is it? Schema dot prisma. tx dot order. We have this order addresses. Order address. Order address. Also make this another one. Npm run db migrate, run db generate, and db migrate, db generate. Okay, npm run dev, and here we need to pass order address, order.service. Here it will be order address actually. Fine. First we go to address. Let's delete this address. Delete this address. Now let's log in as this user. Let's see, user address empty. Create this address, and this is my address ID. Copy this address ID and go to create order, and here pass this address ID. Pass this address ID. Fine. Pass this here and then create order. Yeah, order placed successfully. We have this and order address. Very good. We are getting this now. Fine. This is absolutely fine. My orders. We have this. Okay. And right now it is 34 and 14. Now let's see, 33 and 12. Very good. So this is working absolutely fine. Okay, Saifur Rahman. Hi Abhishek. Hello Saifur Rahman. Welcome back to the stream, brother. How are you? Lokesh W. Thanks Lokesh. Yeah man, like we saw this issue. So order part is absolutely fine now. It is correct. Yes, okay. Write a commit message. Commit, push. Now code has been pushed. If I go to my GitHub, where is my GitHub? And by the way guys, if you're interested in getting my dedicated, what am I saying? Yeah, I was saying that if you want my dedicated guidance, the link, you can book a one-on-one call with me. The link is in the description of the stream. You can use that link to book a one-on-one call with me. In that call, I will try to understand your current skills, your strengths or weaknesses, and depending on your goal. For example, if your goal is to prepare for a tech job and to get a job, then you can book a one-on-one call with me, and inside it's a 1 hour call, it's a paid call, and only if you're serious about it, only then book it. And the link is in the description of the stream, and in that call I will try to understand your current skills, your strengths, your weaknesses and your goal, and depending on that I will craft a dedicated action plan that you can follow for the next few months, and you can achieve that goal of getting a job. So if you are interested, and also if you're a startup founder or you want to reach a level where you can build SaaS or build startup, a tech startup the way I am doing it, and if you're interested in that and you need my dedicated guidance, you can book a one-on-one call. The link is in the description of the stream. And by the way, this is my GitHub profile. The link, GitHub link is also in the description of the stream, and all the codes I commit it in my GitHub repository, so you can check out the code here. Okay, we have this modules, order service, create order, all the things we are doing. Okay, address. Okay, fine, this is fine. So मयूर, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। मयूर, आप डीएसए करते हो क्या? नहीं, मैं जब जॉब के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहा था तब मैं डीएसए करता था। आई यूज्ड टू वर्क एज अ स्प्रिंग बूट डेवलपर, सो बिफोर आई गॉट अ जॉब आई यूज्ड टू प्रिपेयर माई सेल्फ, आई यूज्ड टू टीच माई सेल्फ डीएसए एज वेल। सो उसके लिए मैंने डीएसए किया है, बट अब मैं डीएसए नहीं कर रहा हूँ बिकॉज राइट नाउ आई लेफ्ट माई जॉब 2.5 months ago. नाउ माई गोल इज टू बिल्ड माई ओन स्टार्टअप. सो या, we have this, and let's see what's happening in Twitter. Just because anyone can build software now doesn't mean software is dead. Anyone can bake bread in their home right now. yet 99% of us still choose to buy it from someone else. Simple products are complex. It will always be okay. True. Sam Altman, I would like to talk to people who have built amazing things with 5.5 that weren't possible with earlier models. I'm especially interested in examples that took ludicrous token budgets. Thanks. Okay. I am Cyan. Welcome to the stream. I am Cyan. I always use GPT plus official docs, whichever topic I'm learning, and try to implement it in code by making a project. No matter how lame or small project is, GPT guides me everywhere like a mentor. And I have learned Express.js and TS fully from GPT. While move to Nest.js now, I always zoom out and start from scratch for each and every domain or topic I'm covering, knowing why it does what it does. What if, okay, it didn't exist. I check by intentionally breaking things in my project and experimenting it. Can you tell me, is this the right process or anything if I can improve? I always prefer reading and writing. Actually, Cyan, I use exactly this approach, the approach that you explained. If you see my older streams and if you see all my streams, I use exactly this approach. I also teach myself from GPT and I compare the code from the official documentation, and also I also verified from articles available online, and then only I proceed further and I teach myself with AI. So yeah, you're on the right track, Cyan. I also use that thing. Lokesh, my thoughts soon. Okay. Cyber. Hello Cyber, welcome to the stream. I have made project with Spring Boot like an e-commerce website, but I'm not able to monetize myself. How do I do this? I have made project with Spring Boot like an e-commerce website, but I'm not able to monetize myself. So if you want to, earn from your software, whatever you are building, you have to market it. At some point, marketing will help you to get customers, right? So you have to work on marketing, and you can market it freely on Twitter, Redis, these platforms, or you can contact UGC creators. You can tell them to create, reels on your product that will get you customers. So that's some free way. Or also there are Google ads and all. So you have to work on a marketing as well to get customers. Cabinet's approval of new project under India Semiconductor Mission is a part of our efforts. Okay, yeah, India needs semiconductor. I agree. Jobs 24x handling currently 4. Okay. Okay. Come for the rate limit. Stay for the best model. Free YouTube downloader for Windows. YouTube downloader. Nice. Nice. See, people are building small projects but it is solving a problem, so it's good. मयूर, आपने पहले डीएसए कहाँ से किया था? मैं तो डीएसए दो यूट्यूब चैनल आई यूज टू लर्न डीएसए फ्रॉम 2 यूट्यूब चैनल्स. फर्स्ट इज टेक यू फॉरवर्ड, this Striver channel. I follow this channel, when I was preparing for DS and all these things, I used to follow this channel. Also another channel is Neat Code. This one, playlist, yeah, this one. This is also a very good YouTube channel for DSA. You can follow these 2 channels. Jay Joshi, welcome to the stream. Jay Joshi, what are your thoughts on DevOps? DevOps is a very crucial part of software development, and DevOps is one of the field that is going to be AI safe for next 3 to 4 years, because DevOps is very crucial. Without DevOps, you cannot deploy your projects, you cannot get customers, you cannot get people to see your project. And DevOps, till now in companies, people are doing DevOps manually. So I think DevOps is a field that is AI proof, like not entirely AI proof, but DevOps, it is still dependent on human input for next 3 to 4 years. So DevOps is a very good field. So yeah, I'm Cyan69. Thanks a lot, Abhishek. I really look up to great backend engineers. I'm a second year and trying my best to be a good engineer. and I really enjoy coding and building things on my. That's great. That's great. Actually, this hunger is required. No matter what you are trying to do, no matter which field you are in, you need to have this hunger that I want to learn. You have to feed your soul with curiosity. That's what I believe in. So if you have curiosity, if you have that hunger, you will learn somehow. You will do your own research. You will start learning. That's very good, Sayan. Lokesh, Striver, yep. I'm Sayan. Product-based projects and system design excites me a lot, and everything works in harmony in development domain. Yeah, system design and development goes hand in hand. Along with DevOps is a part of system design also, because we have to understand like in which type of architecture we want to deploy our application. Cyber Sage, I am thinking of building a SaaS tool that helps people train their in-game NPC for a game. Any suggestion? Like, this is a good SaaS tool. Actually, the idea is very unique and it is very interesting. And I think with this, NPCs in a game, it's a very ambitious project. But if you can pull this off, like, it's one of the unique ideas that I have heard in a recent time. Cyber, that's a very good idea. I think if you can pull it off, it's a good idea. Mayur, Mern Stack में resume के लिए project ideas बता दो. See, project ideas, you have to be very creative with your project ideas. Those days are gone where we can just build a blog application, e-commerce application, and we'll get a job. If you want to build a project, you have to think like a product engineer. You have to build real world products as a project. Like, for example, we have Google Meet. As an engineer, you can try to build Google Meet with your Express, Node, React framework, right? But the thing is, don't make it exact. Try to add something unique into that. That's how you can do. For example, whatever popular products we see, for example, Uber application, try to build a mini version of it and try to add some unique feature into it. These kind of applications are very good. Like, if you can deploy it and use the deployed link in your resume, it will help you a lot. Okay. लोकेश, सैम ऑल्टमैन बहुत फ्री हो गया है, आई गेस बहुत एक्टिव है आजकल. एक्चुअली फ्री नहीं है, ही इज डूइंग मार्केटिंग. उसको पता है कि उसका जितना भी, इफ यू सी ऑल ऑफ हिज ट्वीट्स ना, इट्स ऑल रिलेटेड टू या तो ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाट वी आर बिल्डिंग विद GPT 5.5, व्हाट वी आर, हाउ मेनी टोकन्स वी आर यूजिंग, एवरीथिंग इज रिलेटेड टू that thing only. So I think it's a marketing strategy, and that's good. Like, when I have my product, I'll be doing that as well. So there's nothing wrong in it. Okay. Only 3. Okay, nice. नौशिक कुमार, हेलो नौशिक कुमार, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. पाइथन जैंगो कैसे हैं वेब डेवलपमेंट में? एक्चुअली पाइथन जैंगो वाज वन ऑफ माय फर्स्ट बैकएंड फ्रेमवर्क दैट आई एवर लर्नड बैक इन 2020. So, and using this I did a few freelancing projects. So Python Django is very good, but jobs are a little less, as I have checked latest. I'm Sayan. Yeah, exactly. My long-term goal is DevOps, but for that I need to be a good backend engineer first. What do you think about Gen AI? Is LangChain, LangGraph required in backend tech stack? Actually, Gen AI and LangGraph and all these things are required when you are trying to build a RAG-based application, right? So you can learn about it. Like, there's no harm in learning. It will only give you an advantage when it comes to, you can call yourself an AI full stack engineer if you learn these things. Aro Bharadwaj, welcome to stream. Aro, are you using a paid model right now? No, I'm not using any paid model. I'm using free model. Cyber, why did you shift from Spring Boot to Node? What was it, just to target MNCs? Actually, see, Spring Boot is used in MNCs, right? Even when I had a job as a Spring Boot developer, I was using Spring Boot in service-based company, and Spring Boot is great. It's one of the best backend frameworks in my opinion. But the thing is, as a solo developer, Spring Boot can get a little overwhelming because most of the time goes into configuration only. If you see my older YouTube videos, like my recent videos, you will see that I was initially using Spring Boot for my startup, right? but I'm a solo developer. So that's why I felt that, Spring Boot is becoming a bit more complex for my project. Like, Spring Boot is becoming harder for me to manage as a solo developer. That's why I shifted to Node.js. And Node.js and Express is used in startups a lot. Like, if you want to target startups, you can get jobs into startups really easily with Spring Boot, like with Node.js. And in service-based company MSCs, Spring Boot, and even in product-based companies, Spring Boot is used a lot. But what I've seen is that for Spring Boot, even if you try to get a job, even as a fresher, they will say that at least 2 years of experience is required. So tell me that how can a fresher get a 2 years of experience, right? Okay. मयूर, आप कौन सा स्टार्टअप खोल रहे हो? Actually, I want to build a startup, build a umbrella company inside which I'll have multiple SaaS products. हाँ ब्रो, ओके लोकेश, हाँ दोनों फीड ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. या मैन, आई टोल्ड यू लोकेश. विराज, अभिषेक भाई, डू यू नो वाई मोस्ट डेव्स यूज डार्क थीम? Because I know this joke, because light theme attracts more bugs. Saifur, have you checked the Redwood JS? Not yet, Saifur Rahman. Like, I did not get the time to check. I am Sayan. Should I go for Nest.js or start applying with Express? I have a good project in it. If you already have project in Express, then start applying, and along with it, start learning Nest.js. There's no harm in learning, right? If you have good projects, build at least 2 or 3 good level projects. Then you can start applying. And even if you have one very good project, you can start applying. And along with it, in that free time, you can learn Nest.js. Viraj, haha, yes, exactly. Yeah, man, I have heard this joke before. Aro Bharadwaj, bro, I have built a hybrid rack system with sub 200 millisecond latency and a matrix pipeline handling 10k plus event with streams plus Postgres. Solid enough or not yet for backend? Bro, actually, this is a very good project for a backend engineer. You have handled latency, you have handling events as well. That's great. Like, it's as a backend project, it's very good. Lokesh, chalo bye, good night, take care bro. Good night Lokesh, and thanks for joining the stream. Okay, Thomas, is anyone still using VS Code instead of switching fully to Cloud Code or Codex? I am one of them. Okay. As a top developer, which offer would you accept? Number 1. Okay, I am 27. Build online, I agree. Okay. Saifur Rahman, how will you market your SaaS product? Through SEO, social media marketing, or through other strategies? Okay, so first I will go with Product Hunt, Reddit, Twitter. I will product my SaaS over there. Then I will also approach UGC creators to promote my SaaS. Initially, I'll go with these strategies, and also I'll make reels myself as well. Right now, I'm not using social media, but once product is there, I will create a new social media account. So that's what I'll do. Aro Bharadwaj, thanks, bro. Bro, for the nod, really means a lot. Welcome, Aro Bharadwaj. Suresh Kumar, welcome to the stream, Suresh. But configuration should handle explicitly Node.js, where as Spring Boot is automatic, so Spring Boot is easy to handle over Node.js. I will give you one task. Try configuring JSON Web Token and codes in Spring Boot. Do it and compare how much time you take. Just do it, you will understand. Lokesh, कल से I will come to streams regular. फिर से थोड़ा better हुआ. Oh, that's nice, Lokesh. I'm glad you are getting better. Cyber, as I'm building my projects using Spring Boot, right? So should I also shift to Node? Cause now you have given me insecurity. See, the thing is, if as a solo developer, I don't prefer Node.js. That's my personal choice. But if you are able to manage Spring Boot alone, that's very good. Then stick with it. It depends on if you are able to manage it or not. Because what I feel is that if you have a product, or if you are working on a project and you have 3 to at least 4 to 5 developers working on a project simultaneously with you, right? Then Spring Boot is one of the best frameworks. Nothing can beat it. But as a solo developer, I feel that it's a little overwhelming. Okay, I am Sayan. I know front end like HTML, say Tailwind and basic React, but I don't wanna be a full stack dev, as I honestly don't like work in front end. But I don't know if that will hinder my hiring. See, full stack will give you more opportunities, but I agree what you're feeling. Even I don't like front end. If you see my older streams, my stream related to building my SaaS or building the AI agent, there you can see that for AI I heavily depend on AI. Like for front end I heavily depend on AI. Saifur, give me a solid SaaS idea. Bro, अगर मैं idea दे दूँगा, you will become my competition. But that's fine. For SaaS, I think, go for micro SaaS. Like, don't try to build a generic SaaS. Try to build something that solves one particular problem for one user. If you can find one user, then there are hundreds and thousands of users more. So try to find one small problem. Okay, I'm Cyan. I am code full backend of a project. If I have the idea and generate frontend by anti-gravity and connect APIs and finishes. Yeah, me too. Suresh Kumar, learning Java plus Spring Boot will helpful for me because already I am a merge stack developer. Okay, that's nice. Then you can learn. There's nothing wrong in it. Okay. And guys, just a reminder, if you are enjoying the stream, do consider dropping a like and subscribe to the stream. Be honest, as a developer, which database is the best in the AI era? I think PostgreSQL. Let's see. Okay. Superbase is not a database. Okay. Fine. Okay. Nice. Cyber, I have been using Java since like 10th grade, right? So I am more comfortable with Spring. I think I can, yeah, if you can manage, then you can stick with Java. That's fine. It's about which language you're comfortable in. Okay, I am Cyan. PSQL plus Prisma is goated. I think we are kind of similar. Yeah, man, I love Prisma. I know Drizzle is there, type ORM is there, but I don't know, like, Prisma is just so easy to configure and like it's so straightforward. I like Prisma a lot. Okay. And guys, just a reminder, if you want my dedicated guidance, you can book a one-on-one call with me. The link is in the description of the stream. Like if you are preparing for a job, or like if you want my dedicated guidance related to how you can get a job, then you can book a one-on-one call with me. The link is in the description of the stream. You can use that link to book a call. And only book it if you absolutely need it, and it's a paid call, so be very serious about it. It's a paid call so that I can actually get people who are serious about it. So yeah. Okay, fine, we have this. Okay, close this, close this, close this, close this, close this. Okay, close this. Suresh Kumar, but now after learning JDBC, JP and Hibernate, now I am feeling overwhelming. Could you tell me how to continue rest of the things of learning Spring Boot? Best way is to build projects. If you know JDBC, JPA and all these things, build small projects like a to-do application, blog application. Okay, Cyber says, also I don't like building web UI. I also use AI prompts on Claude plus Codex to fix bugs and integrate. Okay, see, even for front end I use AI heavily. So yeah, alright everyone, I think I'll wrap up now. And if you enjoyed the stream, do consider subscribing to this channel and drop a like. And once again, if you want my dedicated guidance, you can book a one-on-one call with me. The link is in the description of the stream. You can use that link to book a one-on-one call. And if you are, if you want my guidance that can help you to get a job, you can book a call. So yeah, alright everyone, I will see you in the next stream. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye and good night.